to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Tripped up for the tackle.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air, it's Horton. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. That's caught. It's Ware. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Horton. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Abrams. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Walker. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely fall.
Grabs it inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he will take him in for a touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ware. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ware. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On the ground. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. RPO complete to open the drive. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Horton. Throwing right. He makes the catch. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Gossett. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Quarterback keeps it. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Walker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Abrams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to barge their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Power football with the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught over the middle. It's Ware. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it behind the line. It's Otis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. All wideouts, no backs. Going right to work up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. A strike downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a...
He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over first and 10.
A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over first and 10. To the air, it's Horton. The short hands, it's Gossett. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's caught. It's Otis. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Horton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out.
There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Gives it on the option. Running to Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Horton. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here comes the heat. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 30. Line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The give on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Takes it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Ware. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Pucks it out of the air. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Benedict. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Into the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sweet cut there. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looking to the big tight end.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Benedict. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but dude.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back, it's Horton. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to...
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the 2nd half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They bring the punter onto the field now. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Gossett. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Back to pass. It's Horton. That's reeled in. It's Jones. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Gossett. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows all the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David. Wide open spaces. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch and gets the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass, it's Horton. Makes the grab. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. All the way in for the touchdown.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 22 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from... team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season, so now...
Taking a shot on the first play. Makes a grab down the middle. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to the ground with the running back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Benedict. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Lost the throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Wants to go up top. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A quick pass to the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to the well. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
To the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Grab near the marker. It's Ware. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He might want another play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Timeout by the offense.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Gets the back moving. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's going to let it go. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback got it himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost the fire on 2nd down. He got it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down mark. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Gives it on the option. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to run for it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Gonna sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mayava. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Gain of 4.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. He lets one fly deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They're testing the right side here. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. That's caught. It's Mayava. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
By the receiver.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? QB draw.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
And this offense is built around this team. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Ware. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ware. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy has been putting up huge, video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Gonna look downfield again. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Using his legs to buy some time. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A third down try for the offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese.
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Extending the play. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Got it! And he's got a touchdown.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Got the tight end outside. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his...
Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the...